We finally have it in writing. Yes, Suella Braverman is blocking the European ECHR judges from interfering in our deportation policies. They can breathe for a little bit as we have won a tiny battle when it comes to the illegal migration crisis and border control. And recently we reported that Suella Braverman has been talking with the Tory rebels, and she promised them that she's going to add an amendment to the current bill legislation to be able to block the ECHR judges from interfering. And we finally this week have it, the written amendment to the bill supported by the majority of the Tory party. Thank God for that. Thank God they still have a bit of a majority, even though they've been wasting it on every other policy. But with this one, they're on top of it. So, victory for the Tory rebels. The ministers will change the law to ignore the European judges from blocking the deportation flights. So now they have no excuse, no more excuse. If something happens, it's on you, the Home Office and Downing Street. So let's see what's going on. The amendment won by the Tory rebels to the new law will empower the Home Secretary to disregard interim Rule 39 orders from the European Court of Human Rights that have grounded deportations and flights to Rwanda, for example, and of course other deportations as well. This is something that Suella Braverman promised quite recently, and we did say, I'll believe it when I see it. So I've seen it, so I believe it in writing. The next thing that I have to believe when I see it is the first flight. I need to see the first flight to depart and to land in Rwanda. I'm not even a big fan of the Rwanda plan because the way it was written is a bit complicated, and some of the wording of it I'm not happy about, because they said, well, if you have some vulnerable migrants in Rwanda, we'll take them in the UK, which makes no sense. But that aside, it's not just about Rwanda, because what the Home Secretary wants to do is to initially try to deport the illegal migrants to their original countries. If she fails to do that, then she will send them to places like Rwanda. And we also have other treaties with other countries now over the last few months. It's not just Rwanda. That's one thing. The French relationship, that's basically hopeless at this point, even though we are working with the French again, and we already reported on that. But these are proposed changes to the law, which were published today with MPs due to vote on them as soon as next Tuesday. We'll keep you guys posted on that. We'll probably do a live stream next Tuesday when that vote happens in the House of Commons. The move is likely to be highly contentious, teeing up a major Commons showdown next week, because you're going to have all the opposition parties kicking off. The Borders Minister, Robert Jenrick, has spent 3 days locked in talks with Tory MPs, such like Danny Kruger, Jonathan Gollis, and Sir John Hayes, who said that they had been backing of up to 40 colleagues. So that's good. Now, Kruger told The Sun and Harry Cole that the British public have placed their faith in this government to control our borders. They are fed up with London lawyers and Strasbourg judges getting in the way of a sensible migration policy. My colleagues and I are grateful to the Home Secretary and Prime Minister for their work to secure most of the changes to this bill that we asked for. On that basis of discussions that are still underway, I'm hopeful that the government will be able to deliver the prompt removals to Rwanda and other safe countries that we need in order to stop the boats and lay the foundation of a fair and humane asylum system. Okay, so this is good. Praise, well done. But let's not forget that this crisis happened under the same government over the last few years. So I'm not going to give them too much credit for doing the right thing now, because let's not forget, you still have to be take some responsibility for the problem that you created, or it happened under your nose. Yes, you could say it was a different prime minister. You could say it was a different home secretary. But it was the same party. Take some responsibility and have a proper plan, because at this point, a lot of people watching this video have no faith in any of you, even if you're saying the right things. Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong now, before the election campaigns start. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.